So anyways, hey, welcome to another webinar. I'm your host, Keith Flynn. I'm the Director of Digital Marketing. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Looking forward to a TikTok versus Instagram class this morning. You guys, when it comes to, excuse me, when it comes to creating content, it's crazy. When it comes to creating content, when Instagram, we are challenged, and Facebook, Reels, coming up with great content ideas, things that we can do to, understand it, comprehend how to use it, but then B, also then creating content. And so today's real superficial, top of the funnel, understanding how to utilize both TikTok and Instagram. I don't beat up on the two platforms too much for you guys. Really, what we're just going to talk about is understanding the nuances and the difference between the two. And I'm going to go into a live environment for you guys and just showcase what's the difference between the two. There's a lot of similarities, and so we won't get too heavy into too much of the details about really getting the analytics, but we're going to talk about just using the functionality of it and obviously using the content creation. So like we always like to do, I guess I chose a bad day to wear red because I'm blending in with the screen here. Like we normally do, we get to kick off my webinars every Thursday, 10 a.m. and with our sponsors to say thank you. And so I have Amy Landway, and I bet you, yep, there it is. Nice. Amy, that was last week. I totally flubbed it and had it hidden. Amy Landway from Verway Mortgage is with us. Justin Frederick team. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning. I am so excited about this class. I've been looking forward to this particular one all month. So
cool.
Yeah. So like you said, my name is Amy Landway. I am one of the 9 licensed loan officers on the Frederick team. We are one of Arizona's top lenders for multiple reasons: our speed of service, our communication. I'm not here to try to get you to cheat on your preferred lender. But if you do need any second opinions, backups, you have a loan maybe that you want to discuss, you have questions, we are here to help. Also from a marketing standpoint, if you, after this class, need help with your Instagram reels, coming up with content ideas, any open house material, anything for your Facebook, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help. We are available, I would say 24/7, but we do like to cut off the phone like 10 o'clock at night. But we do answer the phone 7 days a week, holidays included. Give us a shot. You definitely won't be disappointed. I guarantee that. I'll leave all my contact information and enjoy the class.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. Yeah, and guys too, also, I know I did this. I usually do this now because especially since Amy's been owning a lot of her content creation, but specifically, or especially since we're talking about Reels and TikTok, Amy does a fantastic job of utilizing the platforms not only to educate, but entertain her audience. I know she can speak firsthand to her level of engagement's gone up with other real estate agents in the industry because of the content she puts out and informative content. And so it's enjoyable to watch her. So, Amy, if you're comfortable, put your handle in the chat box with your contact information. Guys, it's inspiring and encouraging when you see others doing it successfully. It motivates me. And so I know that there's a hat tip to Amy on that one.
Yeah, thank you. And can I say one thing that
yeah.
Shout out to you. So I met with Keith, gosh, it was probably 6 or 7 months ago. And I said, I really need to get more involved in the social media game, doing videos. I was terrified. And just a note of encouragement, it does pay off, but consistency is the key. You're not going to, blow up overnight, but we are actually now getting leads from all over the United States so my formula is I do 75% personal entertaining and then 25% loan stuff. Nice. So then people engage, but it really does pay off. You just have to stay consistent and just, don't get discouraged. So
that's a great point. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, obviously we talk about some of the apprehensions when it comes to creating content. There are a lot of people who don't like public speaking. or they don't like being on camera, much less public speaking, or however you want to look at it. I think, what is it, like the number one fear is dying by fire, and number two is public speaking, or public speaking in fire. So it's like, so you'd rather burn to death than speak in front of people. So thanks, Amy. I appreciate it. Yeah. And you guys know that any content you see come out, whether through others in the industry or just influencers, you don't have to learn the latest TikTok dance. You can utilize the platforms in many different ways, and we'll talk about that. And also, too, I want to say a shout out to Anthony Cucci with HCP Property Inspections. Those guys are awesome. If you have any questions at all about home inspections, we work closely with them. They do a phenomenal job, and he's the guy who's got a guy. So any and all questions at all, feel free to reach out to him. His contact information is there. All right, so we'll get rocking and rolling. I think one of the biggest jump off points when it comes to talking about TikTok, Reels, short form video, any video content creation at all. Number one is we got to ask ourselves, how did we get here, right? How are we now in 2022 just constantly being beat over the head with video content creation? And I just wanted to recap for you guys, on some statistics that just reaffirm why we encourage not only real estate agents, but all entrepreneurs, small business owners in general, to create video, because video is a very powerful medium. And 90% of homeowners, of home buyers, take to the internet to look at homes before touring. And naturally, if they're looking at homes, photos of homes, slideshows, you as the real estate agent representing that seller or buyer are going to have a personal brand, a presence on social media, since it's probably going to be one of you guys who's posting that video on there. And so, excuse me, it doesn't have to always be about the property. It can be about you too, because at the end of the day, we're trying to understand and learn about a particular person, and if they're likable. Is this somebody that I want to work with? Is this somebody that I want to engage in and have represent me in the process? And so video is very powerful, and people are consuming a lot of content when it comes to social media on their mobile devices. 45% of people watch more than an hour of Facebook or YouTube videos a week. Guys, that's a lot of content, and I'm not even factoring in Reels and Instagram, and their statistics are through the roof when it comes to what people are consuming in the way of video. 87% of online marketers use video content. Anybody and everyone who's on social media should at least be putting out some type of form of video, because it captures our attention. And the last one there, 95% of the message is retained through video consumption as opposed to text or any offline or traditional form of advertising. Right now, millennials are their largest demographic that are utilizing Reels, and then in Instagram, TikTok as well. And I'll show you some statistics on the demographics there. Over half of the video content is viewed on a mobile device. It's upwards of 60% now, especially in the last 2 years, with us being hunkered down and not out active as much as we were. As we go through these peaks and valleys with COVID, people are consuming content and utilizing their mobile device and connecting with friends and family. So while we're connecting with friends and family, we're being interrupted with different forms of information, products, and you name it. So mobile device is really what we're all on right now. We have a small, powerful handheld computer. Consuming content in the way of video is in our hand. Native videos on Facebook, 10 times higher, more reach compared to YouTube links. And so we're going to talk about video, not only short form, but long form video. And when I say native video, that's video that you upload to Facebook and video that you upload directly into the application. So people aren't sharing links to their YouTube videos anymore. They're actually just uploading their content directly into their platform. And if that's TikTok, Reel, or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, those apps want you to live on their app. They don't want you to bring in video from another site. That's basically what I was trying to get to. And then the last one there, as I mentioned, viewers retain more than 95% of the message when it comes to consuming it in video. Now, when I say, how do we get here? What we learned in the last 2 years through a software company called Vidyard, they do a lot of surveys and statistics. They get into the demographics and the analytics in all forms of platforms, and they evaluate YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. And so what we learned in the last 2 years that according to the video hosting site, they basically saw that 60% of the videos published on the internet in the last 2 years were under 2 minutes long. So long form video is really showing to be a bust. And that's not by way of the content creator, that's by way of the consumer. People who are consuming the content, your audience is basically dictating what form of video that they want to consume. And they want to consume short form video. They don't have the attention span to stick in there for long form video. Now, YouTube's still a great place to go to put your long form video. And I'll show you here too. Even YouTube's getting in on the micro content, the short form video game. And so I think it's a very powerful statistic there, showing you guys that basically the 60-second video is a very powerful way to communicate and to get micro content out to your audience. And then they move on to the next thing that they want to consume. We have a very short attention span now when it comes to content. That's just because there is so much to consume. But what's crazy is that people are spending a lot of time on that mobile device. And so it's very advantageous for you as an agent, as a small business owner, as a loan officer, brokerage, whatever, to put content out there. And so the power of a 60-second video, putting in some tips for you here, it takes less time to create. And one of because it takes less time to create, I often suggest that you should batch create content. If you're going to sit down and create a 60-second video on how to, or something entertaining, something empowering for you guys, you want to what's the word I'm looking for? For you guys, when you create that content, we want to keep it short, simple, but we want to create hand-raising content that gets people to ask more questions and engage you in a conversation. So the power of a 60-second video, it takes less time to watch. As I mentioned, short attention spans. People just want to consume real quick and move on to the next one, whether more video from you or someone else similar to you, if not another topic altogether. Your video can be repurposed. So if I'm posting this video on Reels, I can save it and then upload it to my TikTok account or Snapchat or my Instagram, my Facebook stories, wherever you want this video to live. You can repurpose this video onto multiple platforms. It caters to dwindling attention spans, as I mentioned. It forces you to be creative. A 3-minute video is going to have lulls and lag time and just not really have anything, not always be on. With 30 or 60-second videos, you got to get it to the point, capture their attention, provide some value, and get them engaging with you on your account. Power establishes you as an expertise, and it shows social proof, which is awesome. It gives you guys the opportunity to say, hey, look, not only do I do this, but here I am doing it. And my rule of thumb, well, not my rule of thumb, but one of the best shared practices for you guys is using the 4 E's. And I didn't write them down on here, and I apologize, but I'll tell you real quick. The 4 E's, guys, are going to be entertain, empower, educate, and engage. And so when we're looking at the 4 E's, when I say entertain, that's a great way for you guys to, create some engagement, amuse your audience, entertain them, after their long day, and establish yourself as someone is likable. And so, if you've got an interest or something about you that's entertaining, or a shared likable, aspect to yourself, chances are somebody else has that same interest. And so that's a great way for you to connect with those people who are like-minded. And again, build a relationship and engage with them. Educate is a big one too for the real estate industry. I apologize, guys. I've challenged with a vocal issue for like 2 years now, it seems like, but it's a great formula for they ask, you answer, right? So take your top questions that you guys get from your audience and answer those in short form video. You can simply do like, hey guys, I got this question the other day about refinancing a home, or adding a second property for investment or a second home, whatever the question is. You guys have this opportunity to educate your audience by answering that question. And chances are someone else has that same question too. So you're educating them and building an audience at the same time. Next one there for you guys is empowering. And so empower your audience. Provide simple tips and tricks, best shared practices. You can create how-tos with a contractor or a remodeler, landscaper. Need to know things that would be important for a first-time home buyer, so that when they get into the home buying selling process, you're going to have an awesome opportunity to educate them and create some value around your audience. And what better way to do that through the power of a short form video? And the last one there is engage. When it comes to your 4 E's, engagement is the most powerful thing. When someone comments, shares, likes, saves your video, you're going to get a lot of organic traffic, because the algorithm is going to see that your content is valuable. And then the next time you post, it's going to push your content out to more of your audience. Being in real estate is about building relationships and prospecting. And this is social prospecting through the use of video. And of course, social media is no different than traditional prospecting. What we're doing is we're just creating content that elicits a response from your audience, gets them to raise their hand, and then engaging them in the conversation. So those are your 4 E's that I wanted to share with you guys. And I put together 4 components of a 1-minute video, of a 60-second video. Now, I'm sorry if the resolution is a little grainy there, but I can go through it for you. So number 1 is the hook. So in the first 3 seconds, 6 seconds, we want to hook them. We want to capture their attention immediately, right? So no video bumper. We're saying that, saying your name and reusing what you might have in a TV spot is a great example, right? Like you see an intro to a video, right? Hey guys, it's Keith Flynn. You're in no real estate agent. I've got a great tip for you on how you can increase the value of your property just by doing this one simple thing. And then we go right into the pain or the pleasure, right? So we identify a problem or an opportunity with your next segment of the video, next section of the video there, right? What is the pain point? What is the problem, and how do you help them overcome it? Or what is the entertainment aspect of it? What is it that is the pleasure part of it? If this is an entertaining video. Number 3, there's describing the solution. So you identify the issue, then the next part is what are you offering, whether through a service or a product that will help them with the previous problem. And that's a great way to showcase your knowledge and expertise. Hey guys, this is one of the most common questions that I get, and this is how we handle it or how we answer it. And then the last one, there's your call to action. 60 seconds goes pretty quick when you guys are creating video. And so before you know it, you'll be coming to the end, and we want to give them a call to action. Tell your audience what you want them to do. Email me for more information. Call me at the phone number below if you have any questions about free home evaluation. And whatever your call to action is, what do you want them to do next when you end your video? So great tool for you there. All right. I already went through the 4 E's with you guys. That slide was completely out of order there. But there they are for you. So if you wanted to take a look at them again, educate, right? We're going to focus on providing value, making your audience feel empowered, add some humor to your content. And the last one there, most importantly, create content that asks your audience questions, right? Could get them to engage. What are you guys looking for in your next home? Are you downsizing? Are you upsizing? Create a survey. I'm taking a survey to find out what people think what's most important when they first get their first impression of a home. Is it, curb appeal? Is it the doorway? Is it the front entrance? Is it the smell of a home? Maybe you could do a funny thing on what not to do to your house. We don't need to spray air freshener everywhere, or, something cute like that, or disastrous first impressions. There's a lot of cool content that people can consume, and they want to learn more about you as an agent. And I think that's a fantastic way to do that. So I put together 5 easy 5 easy TikTok or Reels video ideas for you. Now, guys, hold tight because I'm going to get into a live environment. I'm going to bring my phone up and we're going to get into some of the mechanics of Reels and TikTok. Just go back and forth between some of the differences. I'm going to stitch together a real simple video for you guys, show you some of the tools. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or you can jump into the chat box there, but we'll get to that part in a second. So I just want to let you guys know what to expect coming up. So number one, for you guys, behind the scenes snippets of real estate agents. There are likely millions of little things out there that you guys can showcase when it comes to being a real estate agent and getting creative and showing that content. But what your workday morning routine looks like, how much paperwork you have to go through when it comes to getting your day together if you're contract writing or if you're creating an offer letter, getting dressed up for an open house, like what are some do's and don'ts when it comes to dressing up the home and getting your house staged and ready to rock and roll. Celebrate with a client in their new home. Create a little quick video, 60-second of them holding the just closed sign or handing them the keys. Some of those typical things that we would think that would help showcase celebration. And then, another one too is acting out a funny conversation from an open house. Maybe like you had a quirky or weird moment with an agent or with a potential buyer or seller. You don't have to, keep it positive. You don't have to use the names. You want to protect the innocent, but some odd things that have happened to you as an agent that are funny, something you would share with somebody over a beer at the restaurant would make for a great fun video. But don't put too much pressure on yourself when it comes to creating the content. Just relive the moment and paraphrase it into a cool video. Number two, their property highlights set to trending music. Man, I apologize. So one of the big aspects for TikTok and Reels, so one of the common things they have in common is trending music. So people like to have music playing when it comes to watching their videos. Often we've seen these videos come in the way of choreography, right? And they're dancing to a specific song. You guys don't have to be the next hip hop artist or dancer, but what you can use is the song that's trending, that's popular. And then you can even shoot a 15-second, 30-second video showcasing the home, highlighting the home in a slideshow, which is what number two is what I'm going to do in a live environment when we get to it. But you guys can use that music because it's trending. And even though it's not a dance, you're going to get a lot of exposure because you're jumping on the trending song, but you're using it to showcase your home listing behind the scenes. And it really will help you increase the number of your viewers because that song is trending. A lot of people are doing videos for it. And the TikTok and Reels algorithm, Instagram algorithm is going to push that video out to a lot more of your audience and people that you don't know. So being discoverable and share engaging video content on these platforms will help you grow your audience. All right, now we're going to drink water here. Number three, real estate tips, guys. This is a big one. There's so many of them, right? How many tips do we have when it comes to being a buyer or a seller? You've already got a slew of real estate tips. I'm sure you've already talked about things that people can do to better set themselves up in the home buying and selling process. But a clip of you giving a simple real estate tip to your audience, with some background music, or some text block at the bottom on those tips to draw attention to what you're talking about. There's just so many cool things you could do when it comes to showcasing what you can do to help your client when it comes to buying and selling a home. Number four there, right? Yep. Nope. Videos to share your common truths or myths. So, there's a lot of truths and a lot of myths out there when it comes to the buying and selling process. Are you able to help people sell the home when during this lockdown time, or what there was, if we're during COVID, what did you do to help overcome that? Did you use video or a Facebook Live in order to do that? What can you do for your client that's going to help them, get more a higher visibility to their property, more offers, over ask, whatever you've done to showcase that in your videos. And the last one there, answer a question your clients ask frequently. We already talked about that one. You guys take the first 3 questions or the most common questions you get and make video content from that and add those in your 60-second video. You answer these questions all the time. Get those on videos so that you can just easily share those with your audience and educate your audience. All right. Okay, so TikTok, right? So we were talking about TikTok earlier last week on one of my classes, and one of the agents asked me, well, TikTok's just for kids. We have a lot of kids on TikTok. We've got, all teens are just dancing on there. And yes, as you can see there, 28% of users are under 18. But here's the big one that stands out to me. The largest demographic, 35% of the users are 19 to 29. So we're getting into your early 30s now. And this past year, what was it? The average home buyer was 45 years of age, but 26% of those were in their 30s, their low to mid 30s. And so your TikTok user is getting older. And just like at one time, Instagram users were young, Facebook, Instagram's users are young. Everybody, one thing we all can't stop, right? We can't stop getting older. So these audience is going to age up. And if you're on the platform and you're creating high value content as a agent, naturally their age is going to come into the age appropriateness of what you do. They're going to start considering to buy homes, rent homes. And I know a lot of us are renting homes later in life. We're buying a little bit later. But our number one demographic for your first time home buyer is the millennial, and that's 25 to 37, 38, the older millennials. But they're all on these platforms. This is how they're learning and consuming content. They're not they're definitely not subjected, or they're not using traditional advertising like billboards, bus stop terminals, you name it. They're not using that content to they're not swayed easily into a buying decision-making process through traditional forms of advertising. They are on these platforms consuming content, and over 60% of the users have said that they are learning about a new product or service when on these platforms. And so not just you guys, but a lot of business owners are taking to this to increase their social media engagement. And of course, then you've got 18%, 30 to 39, and then tapping off there, which I'm in that percentage, 39 plus. But again, as a business owner, as someone who's helping clients learn to use these platforms, those numbers are going to go up. Because more and more people are seeing that they're flocking to TikTok and Instagram to get their product and service out there. All right, Instagram stats. So Instagram still is the second most visited platform compared to Facebook. There's currently over 1 billion active users, 500 monthly daily users. 80% of Instagram users follow a business account. 60% of Instagram users first heard about a product or service through the platform. And I mentioned that just a little bit earlier. A lot of these statistics, while a little bit lower for TikTok, are still very relevant. Both platforms can be very powerful. Only 34% of agents are on Instagram. And I love this statistic because there's 1.4 million registered real estate agents through NAR. And such a low percentage of them are utilizing video and these platforms. And so there's still a lot of potential there for you guys to get involved if you're not already doing that. 59% of millennials, again, as I mentioned, largest first-time home buyer, are utilizing this platform. And then it is statistically shown that if your face or your a face is in your posts, an increase of 38% more likes and engagement. So your face is a good part of your brand. It's your personal brand. You don't always have to be on camera, but it's good to remind everybody who we're following and talk to your audience through that platform. So earlier I was talking about TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, right? Video short form content. Why are we using these platforms? And so if your goal is to reach new followers, I highly recommend experimenting with TikTok. If your goal is to re-engage your existing Instagram audience, which you're currently probably on, experiment with Reels. If you're using Instagram for just normal posts and you're not really doing stories and Reels, it's definitely time to start embracing it, because the platforms have shown that if you want to grow your audience, they're providing you the algorithm. It's dialed up. It's turned all the way up right now. And people are experiencing a high amount of visibility and engagement through utilizing TikTok, Instagram Reels, and short form on YouTube Shorts. And for you guys who don't know about YouTube Shorts, when you have a YouTube channel and you create content, you can pull clips from your YouTube videos and send those out in short form video, because YouTube now does YouTube Shorts. They're trying to compete with TikTok and Reels. Everybody's chasing TikTok when it comes to video, guys, and that's why you're probably seeing a lot of these platforms are doing short form video. If you have success with short form videos on one platform, try it on another. Take notes of the results and then move over to the next platform and see if you can do that again. One thing you cannot do, well, you can do it, but it's going to hurt you. If you take your videos from TikTok and you try to use them on Reels, there's going to be a watermark, and you'll probably see them a lot. But Reels can detect that watermark, and they'll actually downgrade the algorithm. They won't show those with a lot of your audience, because naturally they're competitors. And so Reels doesn't want to promote YouTube or promote TikTok videos. So you'll see them a lot, but you're not going to get as much weight, as much power as if you were to upload a unwatermarked video to your Reels. And we'll show you a little bit about that when I get into live environment. Okay, so when it comes to video creation, Reels versus TikTok, video length. Reels, you can choose a 15-second video, a 30-second video, or a 60-second video. And on TikTok, they offer 15, 60, and then 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is pretty cool, because with a 3-minute video, you can create more of a series or an episodic video. Maybe you're doing an interview. Again, 3 minute is getting into the long form aspect of it. So you'll see a lot of folks are just sticking with 15 and 60 seconds. I would say save your long form videos for YouTube, since that is traditionally where people are consuming long form video. Reels and TikTok, their wheelhouse, and for you guys would just to be staying in that 15, 30, and 60-second range. So the last one here for you guys, I just wanted to show you guys just 2 blank screens. I've got Reels on the left here, and I've got TikTok on the right. Their video editing capabilities are pretty much, I mean, they're somewhat even. They have a lot of cool tools and a lot of different aspects up to it. TikTok trends often come specific video with specific video effects. You'll see it when we get into it, but basically, trends are popular audio wise on Reels. Both of them have a wealth of different music you can use. You can see what's trending, and so you can jump in on trends. TikTok trends, like as I mentioned, video effects. So you'll see like funny things, overlays. I don't recommend getting into too much of that when it comes to being an agent. Start off simple with some slideshows and music, and showcase a property, which we're gonna do number 2 from earlier in that last slide. All right. Okay, cool. So bear with me a second. I want to get into a live shot here. Man, this is so terrible with my voice. All right, 1 second here. I'm gonna reshare my screen. Okay, we are in a grid form now. And let's go to screenshot here. I'll do advanced. We're gonna go basic. Where'd you go? There we go. All right. Oh no. Okay, so interesting. Give me 1 second here, guys. I need to use a cable. So, and I apologize. I should have had this set up when we got going. So thanks for bearing with me. Let's see if we can get this. We're not going to do AirPlay. We're going to go hardwired. So that makes it a lot easier. All right, let's do this real quick here. Hopefully I do not need to do the AirPlay. Okay, trust. Wow, it's just funny how it's acting like this is the first time I've done it, but it's not. So, all right, there we go. Cool. All right. So, that is my screen up now. This is what you guys should be seeing. If you're not, let me know. Jump in the chat box there and let me. Whoops. Apologize, guys. 1 second. Thanks for bearing with me here. Okay, back at it. All right. So, yes, I do apologize. I do have 201,355 unread emails, but a lot of those are just notifications from the 17 different email accounts I have. So ignore that. When we jump into Instagram, the first thing that we're going to do, let me double tap here. I'm going to jump into I'm going to start off with Instagram, guys. And since TikTok is going to be a relatively newer pivot, a new play for a lot of you guys right now. I know a lot of agents who are apprehensive about TikTok. And so Instagram is usually where I like to steer my agents and small business owners. Once you get a grasp of TikTok and you feel comfortable about the content creation, then you can move over to TikTok, because there are some nuances and a difference of utilizing the two different platforms. But when you have your Instagram account open here, there's a lot of different tools within Instagram that you can places you can consume content. You can see a business owner's content. So number one is going to be the box right here on the left-hand side, or the grid. For you guys, your feed, which you see here up on the screen, is everything that shows in your normal grid, right? Oh, there's Amy. I'm just talking about Amy doing videos. So she's very popular there. But when you're looking at your grid, this is all of your Instagram feed. Then you've got your stories, okay? Your story highlights, which is not your highlights. There you go. Your Instagram. I'm going to switch over to mine real quick. Your Instagram reels, all your reels that you created live in this spot right here. So I've done quite a few. And then from our business standpoint, we really haven't been doing reels just quite yet from a brokerage, because what we focus on is really the agent putting out reels, and then obviously the byproduct is obviously our brokerage gets some exposure. Your next one is your IGTV, which is we have here on with the little arrow. We use IGTV quite a bit. We take a lot of micro content.
In essence, makes them successful. So
let me kill that.
Just
kill the volume there.
How the morning set.
All right, I hit pause. Okay. We use IGTV. It's a long form format. You can use video, obviously, but in this case, we have a lot of audio, which is a byproduct of our webinars. I take 10-minute or less clips. I put them into an audiogram like this for our IGTV. And you then people could listen to it almost like a podcast. So it's a unique situation where we are having micro content pulled from our larger format 1-hour shows, and we use IGTV in that respect. The last one there then is your home or not home, people who've tagged you. And so you've got your feed, your stories, reels, and then the last one on there on the right is people who've tagged you. And so these are all one of our brokerages or one of our agents who've tagged us in our content creation. And then we can see who's tagged, shared, comment, like, and go on. So we're going to jump into reels. There's a number of different ways you guys can get going. In the upper right hand corner, you see that plus sign. If we tap on that, a window is going to open for us, and it's going to offer us the opportunity to either post to our grid, post a reel, which we're going to do, story, create a story, highlight, go live, which I'm sure everyone's like, no, don't do that. And then create a guide. So I'm going to go with reel. Camera's going to open up, should be on me. Hey guys. All right, you can see me now. I'm going to flip this and we're just going to stare at my keyboard for a second. As we go through, here, let's do this. All right, black that out for you. In the upper right-hand corner, you've got your settings. So you can get into your settings screen when it comes to creating a story. You can change a lot of who can see your stories if you want to hide it from particular people. You can get in the reels, you can go into save reels to your device. I turn this on so that whenever I create a reel, it automatically downloads the final video to my phone so that I can then upload to TikTok or Instagram, or I'm sorry, Facebook, and share that on other platforms. And so I like to have that one turned on. And if your reels uses audio that isn't available to download, all video will be removed from it and you'll just have a blank video. So that's just something to be mindful of it, depending on what audio you use. You can go live. You can also use default to front camera when turning that on, and just some additional settings for your gears. Okay, done. All right. Your main navigation, guys, is going to be on the left-hand side there where you see it says audio. So I'm going to hit the down arrow and open this up. Number one, you have audio. Number two, the length of the video, where you can choose how long you want this video to be. When it has the speed there, you can actually speed up or slow down the video as you're shooting it to create like a slow motion, or if you've already shot it in slow motion and you bring it in, then you can use the speed function as well. And then you have timer. All right, we'll get into each one of these. So when we were talking about trending music for picking a song for what's trending, I'm going to hit the audio portion of the navigation, and I get a list of music that is being suggested to me by Reels, by Instagram, based on other videos that I've watched, other songs that I've listened to. And so it's always learning. The AI is always learning what we think we'd like based on what we've listened to and how long we've listened to something in the past. And so simply going through and hitting, you can hit the play button on the right-hand side and preview. You can preview the music and see what you like. So finding different genres, finding different moods. That might be a fun one for a video slideshow. You can go through, let's stop that. You can go through all these songs and listen to them and preview them and find something that you'd like. You can import video from or music from your computer or from your phone if you have a song that you already have saved that you like, or a video, and use the audio from that. Or you can search. When we bring up the search feature, guys, we can look for different genres. We can look for different artists and find something that we like. So I'm gonna hit cancel there just to show you guys. We're gonna come back and pick a song, but I'm gonna move on to the next section. When it comes to choosing your video lengths, I'm tapping on the length right now, 15, 30, and 60. So if we want to do a 30-second slideshow, I'm going to choose 30 seconds. I'm going to leave the speed at one time, so as in real time. We're not going to slow it down. I'm not going to speed it up. And then the timer, I don't need to worry about the timer right now. The timer allows me to set everything up, hit start, step away from the camera, and gives me 3 seconds, whatever, to then create some distance between me and the camera. If you're on a tripod, you can step away. 3, 2, 1, the video starts. So, hey guys, this is Keith. I'm out in front of this beautiful home in North Valley, whatever you're going to say. Man, I'm dying quicker. We're going to cancel timer. Okay, so I chose a 30-second video. In the bottom left corner right here where there's a little plus sign, I'm going to tap on that, and it's going to open my camera roll. Now, most of my photography consists of my kids, food, and homes, right? So As you can see there, I've got just me and living life. So I pulled in some photos of just some exterior shots of some homes, just to give you an idea how to stitch together a really quick, video slideshow. I recommend doing this first and practicing. Whether you take photos of your home, pretend it's an open house, exterior shots, showcase a neighborhood, whatever the case may be, you guys can utilize the power video and just do slideshows for your open houses and to get you guys comfortable with using the software, the app, and then move on to some of the more advanced things that you've seen. So I'm gonna tap on number one there, which is there's a shot of an interior of a home, and it's already setting it to be a 5-second clip. So I'm gonna hit add in the upper right hand corner, and number one, my first video is now loaded right here for me. Okay, I'm gonna hit done. You see this little there's a little arrow next to the center play button. There's a smaller one to the left. I can look and see what I already have uploaded. Okay, I'm gonna go and add another one. So I'm gonna hit plus in the bottom left hand corner. I'm gonna add the second video right here in the center, and that one's gonna be set to 5 seconds. And I'm gonna hit add, tap on the upper right hand corner. I'm gonna do this again a couple more times so I can stitch together all these homes. Let's just say I'm a really successful real estate agent and I have all these listings, and I'm gonna hit add. I'm gonna do it one more time, go to my camera roll, hit one more and hit add. And then the last one, I've got a fifth video or fifth shot there, tap that one and hit add. All right, so in the top of your screen, you should see, let me move this guy so I can see it. In the top of your screen, you guys should see a little timeline there of a pink timeline with white dots. Each of those white dots represents a transition to the next photo. So now I'm going to go in and tap on the back button, and I'm going to see all my clips loaded up there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each one is set to 5 seconds. I can tap on the scissors and edit or trim. See, I can grab this corner or the bottom left corner and drag the right. If I want to start earlier, in this case, it's a static image, so trimming it really doesn't make a difference. But if I wanted to make these shorter in length, I can go, all right, I want this to be a 3-second or a faster paced video. So it's 2-second clip, 3-second clip, 4-second, 5, you name it. So I'm going to cut all these down to 2 seconds so that they're just quicker. I'm going to go 2 seconds, hit the scissors, go 2 and some change, hit trim, go through these really quickly and trim this down to 2 seconds-ish, trim, scissors, trim, next one, scissors, trim that down 2 seconds, hit trim, last one there. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm done. Now I can preview the slideshow without any music by tapping on the preview button. So it says, the course naturally says, try adding some audio, like a voiceover, sound effects, and control your volume. So this is probably faster than what one would do, but I wanted just to move this along, show you guys more of the editing ability. And so from here, I'm going to go ahead and take them up on their suggestion and add a song. So at the very top, you see the little musical notes. I'm going to tap on that. And I'm going to find some music. So at the bottom, you'll see music, voiceover, and sound effect. Let's choose a song. I'm going to tap on music. I did like that third one. Kind of quiet. So I'm going to tap on the thumbnail. That brings in the song into my editor. And you can see the timeline there increasing. I like that. We'll hit done. Okay. Now in my editing, I've got camera audio and I have then the music audio. There's no audio from the camera since we did not bring in video, but I'm going to drop it down to 0. I can slide that slider down and hit edit. I want to bring the music down maybe to 50, maybe 40%. Okay. I like that. All right. So now I'm going to tap on voiceover. And if I send you guys home with one piece of homework, I want you guys to do this one. This one's really fun to do. Practice at your house. Pretend your home is a open house or a listing. I'm going to hit the record button here, and I'm just going to off the cuff here. You guys should write this out, give a description, whatever you want to say, write your bullet points out so you have a better idea of getting it right the first time. Hey guys, check out my listings I have for this month. Really excited about some beautiful properties around Arizona. Whether you live here locally or looking to move to the state, I can help. Email me and I'll reach out. Done. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Hey guys, check out my listings I have for this month. Really excited about some beautiful properties around Arizona. Whether you live here locally or looking to move to the state, I can help. Email me and I'll reach out. So obviously that was rushed, right? So I'm going to drop the volume so you guys can hear me and not me. So now I've got 3 editing volumes in my slideshow, which is really cool. And I can increase the volume of me, drop the audio. I'm going to hit done. I'm going to hit next. I'm all set. That's it, guys. It was that simple. I just created a really quick slideshow. Email me and I'll reach out. Hey guys, check out my. All right, let me pause there. So I'm all set. I've got my music bed. I've got my voiceover. I have my slides, and I'm ready to go to the next spot. Now, what I can do, I'm going to go back real quick. I want to show you something where you can download this video before you post it, and then save this to your camera roll. You guys see the little arrow right here? There you go. That one right there. I'm hitting save, and that's and it's saved it to my camera roll. Let's do this real quick. Done. You're back. Trying to get to preview. There we go. All right, I'm gonna drop my voiceover out and the music so we can go on to this. Just pretend it's all still playing. I'm hit done. Now, what I can do is tap on the little stickers. You see that little square face at the top of the screen that has the little peel back. That's called a sticker icon. That allows you to add some cool stuff like the date, time, anything you want to search for. If you wanted to type West USA, we have our own animated stickers, so you can add a logo in the corner or add something fun to enhance the video that you have. You can add some cool stuff in there. If you've got your own stuff you can do, it's really cool. You can add in there as well. Or maybe I'm gonna do a I'm gonna have this living corner, and I'm gonna do a text over. And I'm gonna add the text to it by 942-4200. All right, hit done, and I'm gonna put the phone number right below there in the shot. Or maybe move this guy down a little bit. All I'm using is my finger, guys, to move this stuff around. And what's great is you can center it, and you've got your grid, your call to action, or Keith sells homes, whatever it is you want to put on your cool little video. You can add those in there and then hit next. And now you're ready to post your content. So this is the last and final step when it comes to pushing out your reels, your first reels. If you've never done one, this is the last screen you're going to see. We obviously, it says number right there at the bottom, it says also share to feed. We want to do that so your video lives in both your normal feed and on as a reels. If you want to crop the image at all, you can crop your image if you need to by moving that so how it looks on your feed. So we can center that like right here, or maybe we want Keith sells homes to live right there. Done. This is how it's going to look on your feed. Tag somebody in there. So tag your brokerage at West USA. We love that when you do that, because then we share we share. What do we share? We share that we share that for you. So we'd love to, get your content out there. Whoop. Well, I guess I can't share. I can't tag myself in the brokerage one. So tag anybody that's in the video. If you're doing something with somebody else, loan officer, title rep, tag them in there. They naturally want to reshare your stuff and get more eyeballs on you. So have fun with that. Add a location, guys. Definitely take advantage of this. So if you're in Paradise Valley, then we want to add Paradise Valley in there, because now your content's going to show up in all things tagged in the Paradise Valley area. And then, of course, if you want to have fun, the last one there, tap on the icon, or up here is his cover. Tap on that guy, and we can choose which shot we want as our cover photo. So it's completely up to you which one you want to do. What house you want to showcase, or if you want to add your own pre-made one, something fun like, add a completely different image altogether, then you can do that. But I'm going to save it there. Write your caption. So, new listing or current listings coming soon, sneak peek, beautiful North Valley home. Maybe mention a few 3-bedroom, 2-bath, whatever it is you want to share in that listing. Make sure to use your hashtags, because they are important. So if you wanted to do a hashtag, Phoenix Homes, AZ Homes, these are all popular hashtags, are important when it comes to utilizing on Reels, because people can find and filter anybody that has that hashtag, and your content will show up in there. And then there's suggestions for you at the bottom. When you type keywords, AZ Homes for sale, you name it. But use your hashtag report. When you're ready done, hit OK, and then you're going to hit share, and it's going to go live. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to push it out and confuse people on our Instagram. But you can save it as a draft at the bottom there as well, and come back to it if you haven't finished your project yet, or there's still more that you want to do. And so that is the easy nuts and bolts of utilizing Reels. Pretty easy to do. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Having fun with Reels is important. I'm going to just disclose or discard this. And what I want you guys to do is, if you haven't done this already, spend some time just consuming content, looking for ideas. I'm going to hit the little hourglass in the bottom down there. Okay, there's a little hourglass in the bottom, and we're going to go to Reels Ideas, which is really cool. I like this one, guys. So you see this category at the top here. You've got Reels Ideas, and these are other people who are creating Reels, marketers, real estate agents, you name it. And you can go through all these other ideas that they're listing, real ideas for this week, 25 new content ideas. And you guys can get some awesome ideas and see who's doing what when it comes to creating social media content. I'd like to type in real estate, and let's find out who is doing what just by simply choosing real estate. You're going to get a lot of people who are pushing their own content like we've been talking about. You can go to audio accounts, see who's popular real estate agents, start following them so that you guys can start seeing what they're doing. And you can also find great ideas and then decide to do that yourself. You can choose places, tags. Here's a fun one. I'm going to type in, let's go places. Let's go Arizona Science Center. I don't know what keeps capitalizing that Z. There you go. Probably helps. I have fat thumbs, so I do apologize, guys. Arizona Science Center. I'm going to go places. I'm going to tap on Arizona Science Center, and I can see now a lot of people use Arizona Science Center to take photography because it's a pretty cool place. So there's not going to be a lot of people inside. But whatever your topic is, right? We do real estate. And we'll go places. And we can go through all these Arizona School of Real Estate. So these are people who push content from the Arizona School of Real Estate, you guys can find a number of different topics and get into those keywords and start consuming and seeing what people are doing. Great way to do this. Great way to learn more. Here's a cool one. Oh, that's cool. And see, they're using a little bit of a time lapse and a little speed up edit. So that's a little more advanced, but as you get more comfortable, great example to showcase a home. A lot of folks edit video in another platform and then bring it in. So that's more advanced, but there's lots of ideas there for you guys. Absolutely. So I know we didn't get to TikTok today, but I'm going to do a part 2 next week. And I'm gonna have to shuffle some stuff around, but I wanted to get into TikTok and show you guys what there's in the way of TikTok, because there's a lot of content in TikTok as well. Functionality relatively the same. There's some more music options for you guys, more suggestions when it comes to real estate. But just doing a simple search, some homework for you guys, get into TikTok and search for real estate videos and just see what people are doing, how they're using it, what stories they're telling, what advice they're giving. And it's a fantastic way for you guys to understand the platform more and start finding something that's going to work for you. They've got songs around real estate, videos, you name it, hashtags that are popular right now. There you go. There's what's trending. Of course, real estate, 10 million or 10 billion. And then down from there, you can get all into some of the smaller ones, real estate, buy real estate, you name it, and filter out by those hashtags. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you putting up with my coughing. And I hope that we had some value for you there. Let me stop sharing my screen. You guys have any, email me. I'm keith@westusa.com. Feel free to jump into the chat box there or reach out to me. I'm happy to help you guys one-on-one. There's a lot to it, but just get in there and start practicing. Pretend your house is the home and then learn how to use the tools. So next week is, what are we doing next week, guys? What is next week? Let's take a look at the calendar real quick here, and I'll give you guys an idea of what is happening. Next week's class is, what are we doing? Oh yeah, Canva. We're going to jump into Canva. There's a lot of templates in Canva that are already sized for Instagram stories and TikTok. So all you need to do is just pop the photos of your listing into the templates and then use those. That's another way to speed up and make content creation easy for you guys. Well, as always, I appreciate your time. You guys, I will see you next week. Be kind to one another, be safe, and we will see you soon. Have a great day.